Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sophie, and this channel is chronicling my journey to get my life back after having been diagnosed with some chronic illnesses. This wasn't the update I thought I was going to have this week, but this is the update that there is. So, Sunday, the 11th, I had sent a picture of myself to a friend, and she said it looked like I had a thyroid goiter. So after posing and taking some other pictures, I do indeed have one. So I sent my doctor some pictures on Monday, and she ordered an ultrasound of my thyroid, which I had on Tuesday. So I have 2 cystic nodules on the right side and 2 solid nodules on the left side. One of them on the left side is large enough that it needs biopsied. So next week, Tuesday, I'm seeing an endocrinologist to hopefully get set up for the biopsy. I don't know if I can. It's hard to get it. The lighting isn't working. But there. It's not easy to see. It's only when I'm in specific positions, which is really hard to do and look at the camera. But yeah. So that happened. I tried to get the sleep study done at Cleveland Clinic, and they didn't have any availability to meet with a sleep doctor until the middle of November. So that's obviously not going to work. I'm still waiting for the place that I had the sleep schedule to call me back and reschedule it. I did let the sleep doctor know and then sent her another message asking if the test had to be done back to back, if I have to do the sleep study on day 1 and the multiple latency sleep test on day 2, or if they could be spread out like one week and one the next, because I was told they only do this on Monday and Tuesday. And since I lose insurance on November 30th, I have a lot of appointments coming up, so I don't really have much Monday, Tuesday, back-to-back availability at all. So we will see what she says about that. She hasn't responded yet. I just messaged her yesterday. Then, yesterday, I went to my gastroenterologist because recently, probably since May or June, I've been having some random nausea, like even sometimes during the day when I take a sip of water, I'll get really nauseous all of a sudden. Sometimes in the evenings when I take my meds, I'll get nauseous. Then I've been having a lot of stomach distension or abdomen distension. I don't know what is causing it. I've tried Gas-X. I'm not constipated. I actually have episodes intermittently of almost diarrhea, which is really unusual for me. I'm normally constipated. I have lactulose for that reason that I was taking multiple times a week. And then all of a sudden, I'm having multiple bowel movements a day. Most times they're normal, but sometimes they're really, really loose, verging on diarrhea. And I don't know why. And I'm also not hungry that often. I do the intermittent fasting anyway, but then when I do eat in the evenings, I get full really fast, and I'm basically force-feeding myself to get in enough food so I don't eat like a few bites. So I tell him all this, and he tells me to pick one. What's the worst one? So I picked the diarrhea because that's the one I don't really have control over. And basically he just gave me a prescription for Lamotol, which would cause the diarrhea to stop, but it would also slow down all of the other mucous membranes, so my dry mouth would be worse. My urinary underactive bladder would be worse. I could swing the opposite way, which would be constipation, which is my norm. So I'm not sure if I'm going to take it or not. Then he also prescribed an antibiotic that's normally used with irritable bowel syndrome diarrhea or traveler's diarrhea. And again, I'm not sure if I'm going to take it or not, simply because it's not consistent. It's not like it happens every day or every other day. It just randomly happens. So didn't really get much out of that appointment, which is a bummer because I'm losing my insurance soon and I'd like to get as much figured out as possible. But I am at least able to treat the nausea with these tummy drops. I know this is mirror image because I'm on the phone, but yeah, they're just little natural ginger candies, and whenever I get nauseous, I have a couple until the nausea goes away. So at least I can sort of control the nausea. And like I said, I've basically just been forcing myself to eat until I know I've had enough calories. But the diarrhea is the one thing I really don't know what's going on with. And I don't know if it's all related, like if the food just isn't moving through my system correctly. Like if it's slowed through like the top half of my GI system, and then sometimes my lower half speeds things up and then other times it slows down. I don't know. I was really hoping to have some sort of test to figure that out. Maybe it'll happen when I go back to Cleveland Clinic, though I'm not seeing a gastroenterologist there. But yes, I was hoping to talk more about what I did this week other than doctors, but doctors sort of took over the week, as they sometimes do when you have multiple chronic things going on. So next week I see the endocrinologist, like I said, so I will update you about that, and then hopefully the rest of the time can just be spent letting you guys know how I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. But that is going to be it for this video. It is longer than I like to do on these week updates, but a lot going on at the moment again. So I'm going to end this here, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.